What's going on, guys? This is Red Bull Tanker with Operation Unthinkable Turn 2 for the Allies. So far, it's just been a lot of consolidations on both sides as both sides move towards the Nexus in Germany for the planned battles there. So let's just get right into it. I mean, the Pacific forces haven't come in yet, but I think that at least can start this turn for the Soviets. But okay, let's get into it. All right, first we gotta do our timeline event, which is rolling for atomic weapons for the Allies, and then rolling to see if the Soviet Pacific forces can come into the game. All right, so first we'll roll black for the Allies. All right, that was a 6, and 6 gives us a split. So the Allies get 2 atomic bombs. 1 is used on Japan, and then I collect 1 to use against the Soviets. So I'll grab a atomic marker, which might change up my combat, which may add some combat to it. Okay, and then we gotta do the random event. So take my D12. Nope. Yes. Sorry. All right, D12. What do we got? And that's 10. What does 10 give us? USSR emergency mobilization plus 50 income. Look at that. Lucky them. They get another 50 for income. So I will mark that for this. Well, here. Do this real quick for the Soviets. I'm kind of doing this kind of as in like how do you want to call it? Kind of like with Axis and Allies. I mean, technically, like I said, the first couple parts of the turn go simultaneously, but just for this purpose of just for playing for the Allies, I'm just going to do the Soviets a little separate. Okay. So, the Allies still have the initiative from their roll here. However, now that we are on number 2, turn 2, August 1945, now the USSR only has a -1 for offensive abilities. So, that might not be good for us. Alright, so, purchases. We had 141 to spend. We spent 139. We bought 11 infantry, 6 tanks, 3 fighters, and 2 transports. All right, combats. So, from England, we took a infantry and artillery. We put it on a transport in Sea Zone 12, and with the help of the naval base, we went 1, 2, 3, and combined with our forces in Narvik, we are launching an invasion of Murmansk against these 2 Soviet defenders. We will also have We'll have 2 cruisers and a battleship for bombardment, and we also have some aircraft following in with us. In Germany, we have the British Army of the Rhine, this is still World War II. So we have the 21st Army Group under Montgomery and the U.S. 7th Army, though it should be the U.S. 9th or 1st Army, but I don't have the markers out for that right now. They are going into Berlin here. I didn't put a marker on it, but then the U.S. 3rd Army under General Patton is attacking into Breslau against the Soviet Southern forces. And then with our free atomic bomb, I am going to launch a strategic bombing raid, and I'm going to try and hit the Russians in Hungary. See what damage I can do there. And so with an airbase, the bomber can go 8. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, rats. 4. Sorry about that. Problem with the DIY stands is that they don't entirely stand up all that well. All right, so let's go to combat. So let's start, we'll start with the atomic bomb. So there will be So first there'll be 1 dice for enemy anti-air for 1. It misses. Okay, I just gotta open the rule book real quick. I just gotta double check the rules for atomic weapons. Crap. Okay, so it's a strategic bombing raid. There were no fighters to scramble. We did the anti-aircraft gun roll. Okay, so now we roll 1d6. So let's see what happens. That is a 4. So on a 4, 2 air units plus air base, if any, is damaged to 10 IPC. All right, that helps because that means here in Hungary we have, so there's no air base. Oh, there is an air base. So air bases and naval bases have a max damage of 20 because they're worth 20 IPC. I have to double check what it is for factories, but the factory wasn't hit. And so then the Soviets lost 2 strategic bombers off of that attack. So we'll trick that out. And then for fun, we throw in a nuke. We will throw on a mushroom cloud. And then the territory for now until the end of the game is reduced by half. So now Hungary is only worth 1 IPC. So I will have to note that on the Soviets and drop them 1 IPC for the rest of the game. Alright, so there's the atomic bomb. So we did that. Would have been nice if we could have used 2, but we couldn't. Alright, so now we'll go over to the next turn, or next combat. We will do the battle for Murmansk, up in the north here. So again, we have... Alright, so first we have 2 cruisers for shore bombardment. Yep, 2 cruisers for shore bombardment. Oh, they both got hits, so that's both Soviet defenders. So we'll just roll them real quick. Oh, but they got 2 hits. So we'll just take 2 of the NATO infantry off. But, okay, the Allies have secured Murmansk. And with that, Murmansk is worth 1. So because there are more British forces, it's just going to get a British roundel, even though it doesn't really matter. Okay, next we will go to the battle for, actually, let's see if I can't move my dice tray over. Go right here, make it a little easier for us. Okay, so now we will do the battle for rats. Not rats. Okay, the battle for Berlin. Got a couple, now use my D12s too for stuff. Okay, so the Allies starting off on the attack. Alright, there are no anti-aircraft guns, so we're good there. So we have 6, so 9. Allies, 9 for 1. 2 hits, so it's 5. 1 more at 9. So it's 3 hits total so far. And then we've got 1, 2, so 4, 5, 6. We have 8 for 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 more hits. Up to 6. 6, so that was 5. I said 8. Whew, 2 more hits. That's 8 hits. Okay. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. That's another 3 hits. So we're at 11. Okay, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 4. 9 for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11. So maxed out this one at 12. And then 3 more, 15. So that was, so I said 9 for 4. Plus 2 more. So we got a total of 17. The Allies have a total of 17 hits. Okay, now the Soviets. They have 10, 11, 13, 14. They have 18 for 2. Which I'm going to quickly grab another D12 on the off chance. So, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, sorry, 17 for 2. 17 for 2. So, 1, 5, 2 more for 10. 2 more for 10. 2 more for 15. And 2 for 17. Miss. Okay, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 for 3. That's 2 more. That's Soviets up to 7 hits. And then 1 for 4. Hit. Okay, so the Soviets got a total of 8. I got a total of 17. So let's see here. So that would be, well, that'd be all their ground forces right here. Pardon me. And then they got 8 hit. So that's most of the, that's a good chunk of the Allied infantry. Okay, so looking it over, we will definitely go round 2. Okay, the Allies have 1 for 1. Miss. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 2. Ooh, miss. Ooh, ouch, misses. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. Alright, that's 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 4. 1 more. 4. And the last one. 3 more hits. So that's a total of 7 hits for the Allies. Okay, Soviets. 4 for 3. Ooh, 3 hits. And then 1 for 4. Miss. Okay, so the Soviets take another 7 hits, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all the Soviets. I'll make a little dead pile somewhere. And then the Americans, the Allies suffered another 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the Army of the Rhine and the 7th Army have secured Berlin and have destroyed the Soviet group forces of Germany. Let's see here, who has the most ground forces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that'll be, we will give that to the Americans. can see. Okay, then next we have the battle for Breslau, which is right here. Okay, starting off, this, from what I understand, the anti-aircraft, from what the rules say, the anti-aircraft gets to fire every round. So, we'll start off with their anti-aircraft gun roll at 3, or at 1s. Oh, they got a hit. So we will take a fighter off. That's unfortunate. Okay, so the Allies at 1 have 10 for 1. We're starting off good with 2 hits. And no hits there. And then they got 6 for 2. 1. Miss. Okay, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for 3. 2 more hits. So we're at 5. And then there's a whole lot of 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. 2 more hits, so the Allies got a total of 11 hits. Alright, the Soviets have 9, 10, 11 for 2. Oh, man. What luck. So, 5 for 4. 1 for 10. And nothing. Okay, then for 3, 1, 2, 5, 7 for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. 9. And then a fighter for 4. Oof. Hit for 10. And then, so advanced fighters, or the jet fighters on the defense, have a defense of 5 apparently. So 1 for 5. Okay. Well, that was pretty even. Both sides got 11 hits. So let's see here. I think. So the Soviet player, let's see, with their 11, might as well just lose that. I mean, might as well keep the anti-aircraft gun, especially since it can fire every single turn. And the Allies got 11, so here's 10. And then 11. Okay, well, let's go again. So the anti-aircraft gun. Oh, thank God, no hits. Alright, so the Allies have 5 for 2. 2 hits. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for 3. 3 more hits. 5. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for 4. Oof, only 1 on that one. And 2 more, so that's 8. Okay, then the Soviets fire back with 7 for 3. Oh, Lord, only 1. Two more. 1 for 4. Hit. And then 1 for 5. Hit. Okay, so the Soviets lost 8 more units. So at this point, 3, 5, 6, 7. Might as well keep the anti-aircraft gun. 8. Do one more round, see if I can't kill any of the American planes. Nope. Okay, so the Allies, 5 for 2. Now we got 2 hits. I got 1. And then 4 for 3. There's the last hit. Okay, and then the Soviets. Oh, the Soviets missed on their last hit. Okay, so now the Third Army. Oops. The Third Army will march into Breslau. Unfortunately, it has no. IPC. So that's kind of a shame. But oh well, I guess. All right, so that's it for combat this turn. Oh no, I missed one. Then I have the American fleet going in against that Soviet sub. So let's see if they can do it. So, so 2 for 3, and then the Soviet for 2. Okay, it was a trade-off. They lost the sub, but we lost the destroyer. But C-Zone 7 is cleared. Okay, so that's it for combat. So now we'll go into non-combats. This is already getting to be long again. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so up in the north here, obviously these aircraft go back to their carriers. Coming down here in the Atlantic, we're going to bring these guys. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3. These 2 in the channel are going to go back to 8. These submarines are going to go to 8. This transport's going to go here. Okay, so then from England, that transport that just came down, that means we can take 4 units. So we're going to take all these guys onto the transports, and we're going to bridge them to Belgium. And then I've got these 2 guys in Belgium are going to go to West Germany. Or actually, no. The transports are going to come up to C-Zone 8 and drop off all these units in West Germany. The fighter in London's going to come to West Germany. You can put 6 there. Then the 3 fighters that I built here will also go to West Germany. These units will head south. The strategic bombers will sit tight. In Italy, these guys are going north. This transport's taking 2 infantry from here and putting them into Italy. I think that then my bomber is coming back to Paris, and then that should be all my non-combats. Although I did just realize I forgot to do the roll for the Soviets in their war against Japan. So let's do that real quick. I knew I forgot something. 6. So the Soviets did go to war with Japan. So their reinforcements do not come into the game yet. And we will roll again on turn 4 to see if they come back. If they come into the game. Okay. So, with that being said, I think we can yes. Okay, deployments. All right, so these 6 tanks are going to deploy in France. Sorry. The 10 infantry and 2 transports are going to deploy around London. And then these 3 fighters are going to deploy in Rome. Okay, so then at the end of the turn, the Allies will now collect, oh boy, 141, 142, 150. So the Allies will collect 150 IPC for this turn. So that is it for the Allies, and we will see you guys next time for Allies turn 3. So until then, guys, take care.